Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. Alright, so it's been requested and some people wanted me to make a software
tutorial.
Everything you can find and you need is linked in the description below of this video, and I provided the software too. It should work with all models of arcade keyboards, but I haven't tested any of it as I don't own any other arcade keyboards except for this one, which is the current one. I also unboxed the keyboard on my channel, so you can press the icon up here to go to check the video out. I unboxed the exact keyboard that's right here. First of all, you gotta make sure you connect the keyboard since it doesn't work with any other wireless, so you gotta physically plug it in. As you can see, my keyboard is the 2.4 GHz version and the Bluetooth with Type-C. So it doesn't work with the 2.4 GHz and the Bluetooth. You gotta actually physically plug in. So this is what it will look like if you use the keyboard without plugging the Type-C in. So it will look like this when you start the software after you download it. So this is what it will show you. So you need to basically plug in the keyboard. So press OK, take your Type-C cable or any the Type-C provided in the keyboard when you bought it. So basically plug in, make sure your computer detects it, because sometimes the USB cable is really cheap and it doesn't support like data transferring and something like that, so it doesn't work. If you have those type of Type-C, just use the one included with the keyboard and it should work perfect. So I'll start the keyboard that I linked in the description that you can download. So basically it will show you Arcade Royal Clash, so it probably show you this. So it probably show you Arcade, your model of keyboard connected device, Arcade 68 Plus keyboard. You just press center and it should pop right in, and you should all see all this icon. So basically, let's start from the top. This is the plus icon. So basically, you add a new profile. For example, I want a profile, let's say 3. I'll just add profile 3. And basically, it's the new profile. So yeah, this is delete. So I want to delete the profile. I press that. Like for example, I want to delete this. So just press delete and it should be deleted. This is changing the name. So let's see, I want profile 2. So I just put profile 2. So it's changed profile 2. And this is import. So basically you can import and export your profile. So for example, I have a profile right here, like made right here. So
Yeah, boy.
it is the volume
Yeah,
down, volume up, screenshot, left shift and refresh F5, as you can see showing the software. So I got it, basically got the profile here. And if I switch profile, right now it works, the volume works. And now when I switch, it doesn't work anymore. It becomes a page down, page up, or page down, page down. So yeah, basically there's like new profile, like profiles for you to set custom whatever you want. So yeah, and now when you, as you can see, there's also like a lot of like numbers and rows down here. Characters modify. This is basically when you want to modify it too. So like for example, let's say A, or maybe let's S. Maybe I want it to be more or less A, so it's turn A. And when you start to, I'll just press S, and it'll be A. So basically that's why it is. And you can customize basically the whole board, and you can regulate or set custom function. The custom function has key combination. So for example, for the Windows screenshot, just press S, Win Shift. Oh, it's still A, but you get the point. And other one is like macro that you can set. I'll tell you guys later about that. And multimedia, so multimedia basically up, body up, body down, next play, Windows shortcuts, all the things, extra. And yeah, that's all about the custom function. And this is default, so let's say I just now changed it to A. So now let's go back. Now it's S. Alright. So let's just leave it there. Orange means that you selected the keyboard, the keys, and red means you already modified. So sometimes you'll encounter a glitch with the software, which is it does remember your profile and save it. So let's say a profile 1, I plug it up. Right now it's currently wireless, and it still knows volume up, screenshot. And basically, it still remembers it, but sometimes it does forget it. That's when you need to take a cable, plug it back in, and I'll reopen the software. Now when you get in software, it still doesn't register. Press the profile that you didn't use. So example, profile 2 I don't use, and press back to profile 1, then you reset it so you'll remember back. So that's how you reset if it's forgotten, or that's how I do it.
While looking at the footage, I just noticed that those happen because you let the keyboard run out of battery, and then when you recharge it, it's gonna forget the profile. So that's why. Well, since we're here, if you like the content, you can like the video. It helps a lot. With that note out of the way, let's get back to the video.
So for this one macro, I just did a test. Basically, put the name here. But first, this is the new button. Remember the button right here? It's now been moved down to here. So I don't know what they are doing. 𝐼𝐥, fix it, or made it more clean, or just make it like simple. Why do you have to have it right here and then change it right here? I don't know why. 𝐼𝐥, just fix it. And now, so basically you press new to get new profile. So test 1. So let's just put test 1 right here. And this is insert event before this, so it's gonna put the key before it starts. I'm not too familiar, so don't quote me on this. I tested out some bit. So basically, you type whatever you want, and then insert. This is basically the recordings of what you type here. So for example, if I want you to type hi, so you press hi, and then hi, and then space guys. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. This is the current way I found how it works. And press it. So basically you just click everyone, and then after you're done, you should probably set it before like you start doing, cause it's gonna adjust. So let's put one more enter. This time no delay, so insert. Oh wait, since I press it, it's registered in there, which is the issue. But now I'm done with this. It should work, and all I need to do is just press save. And now I got the insert. Let's go to test 2. Let's, for example, press this and custom function. Go to your macro definition. There you go. It should appear here after you save. Remember to click the save button. Then it should appear here, and press apply. So let's open this back up. So yeah,
Hey, you're probably wondering why has it stopped. Well, basically what went wrong here is I just did the wrong thing and pressed it, and then I press insert again, so the enter is insert in the middle of it. So it basically just like hi G enter. So don't be a dumb ass like me.
You can tinker around with this, as I'm not too sure. This is the recording. I think you basically, hey guys, recording this now. So I think that's how it works, and then you press save. Now I need to stop it first and save. And now I save. It's using the macro one. Let's go back to this and set custom function macro and test 1 now. And now it's working. So let's try this. So there you go. It works. So you can tinker around with it, as I'm not too sure since I never really used the key right here. So this now to the lighting mode. So your model should appear in the screen. So basically, since mine is wireless, I'm gonna be at sleep time right here. So if you can adjust it, never sleep, so it's never gonna sleep. Or you can adjust it to 5 minutes, so it'll just sleep in 5 minutes, and 10 minutes, 20, 30. So I had it set 10 minutes. When it sleeps, it doesn't really go fully to sleep. Just kind of goes like turn the lighting mode off, you know what I mean? It turn the lights off, so it saves on battery, since this is currently running wireless, as you guys can tell. And this is basically charging. So as you can see, this is the charging icon. Since I'm plugging in, so it's currently charging. This is Wi-Fi, so this means I'm using 2.4 GHz. If I switch to Bluetooth, it's gonna change. Oh wait, I turned off the keyboard. So it's gonna turn off and switch to red. So red is the first profile. So red first profile, and then This is W is the green profile and E is the blue profile. So that's basically how it is. There's 3 profile on my this keyboard. Let's continue back to our software. So we got neon streams, as you can see, neon streams. Set it as bright as I could. This is how it looks like. It's super shining. I had the lighting mode showcase on the, I'll just put it right up here in the icon again. So this is where I have the full color of every colors in arcade software available on this keyboard. So yeah, the color mixing panel here is basically is the same color. So if I set yellow, it's going to be yellow, blue, red, green, yellow, green, dark blue, pinkish. And this is the animation speed. So if you want to do the animation speed, you slow it down, just press function and that works. When it blinks 3 times, it means that it's at the slowest speed. And when it presses 5 times, it's going to go at the fastest speed. So that's how basically all the animation or lighting effect all works if they are moving. And for lights, it's press function down or up. I have it set current at the brightest, and when you go to lowest, it blinks 3 times and then there's no RGB. So you can do this if you want to. And for now, I'm going to set it at max since I'm showing you guys. And the color mixing is just basically RGB. So as you can see, this on. You can even customize it yourself. You can either select it yourself, see? Guys, I'm selecting it. But yeah, it really depends on you. So now we're done with this. This. I gotta be real, I never really tested much of it. It feels as though it's the same as the previous keyboard, but this time you just get more choice, I guess. I mean, you can kind of tinker with it, whatever which you prefer. So as you can see. And yeah, that's basically same. Add new profile, delete, edit the name, import and export. So you can even choose, like you can select all and then deselect all, or you can choose the number row just to have it light up, or the WASD, and let's just say I want it like this, so it's gonna be like this. And for this, it only has the animation speed, the brightness is set at max. So yeah, and now we're finally in the settings. So basically, this is where you want to choose the language for now, which I mean, I never did it. As you can see, I just turn it off. Have it turn it off since I never really use it. Reset keyboard data is basically reset the keys, profile, everything. Restore factory settings is basically like the keyboard just came out of the factory, so everything is factory resetted. I mean, it's almost the same as this, but factory reset is for like when you're like done using or you want to sell it, you just put it like came in new in the box. It's gonna ask you, do you want to erase all data? So I'm not gonna do that. And this resetting all binds, all your key binds, it will all be lost. Software update is the software itself, so I'm not gonna update since I don't really care. So the software itself is gonna update. The firmware update is for your keyboard. So yeah, make sure don't disconnect your keyboard when it's firmware updating. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how this keyboard is. So basically that's all to it. That's all to have. That's all you need to know for this software. I have a new keyboard coming. It's a 75% keyboard. It's same 2.4 GHz, and this time with a function row. So gonna mod it too. So I'll see you in the next video, I guess, coming in a few weeks. Bye bye.